is my notebook. I was trying to figure out how to do this on a graph, but honestly, it's just not going to work. So this is basically a map I'm going to be building, and I'm going to show you how I'm doing this. That way you understand exactly what's going on. So the Facebook page for the Healing Garden is basically the hub. This is our center hub. And the Healing Garden. This is going to be interesting because I have to like hold this while I do this. So you have basically the Healing Garden, which is the center hub. From there, we have a website, which is kind of like a catalog. This is where you get a breakdown of, yay, the whole thing is our catalog. It tells you pretty much whatever you want to know about the Healing Garden. Now, off of our Facebook page, we have several classrooms, okay? So our classrooms, okay, the best one right now that we're doing is Shadow Work 101. Okay, this is a tier 1, which means it's free. Shadow Work 101. Okay, and I explained this in other videos where basically you can pretty much get whatever you need from any of my courses. I focus on narcissism, goddess training. I do a whole lot of other stuff, but each one is basically a classroom. And I have some things that are on tier 1, which are free. I have tier 2, which are, the next financially budget up. And I have 4 tiers basically. So based on how much your budget is and based also on your healing level determines which of these courses and which of these tiers is best for you. So it literally fits all types. It's absolutely wonderful. And if you want to get a sample or a taste of what I do before you buy, you can easily head into Shadow Work 101 and get a taste of my course. And basically, so I have these classrooms. I need to stay on point here. I'm really bad with drifting off topic. So again, we have our Facebook page, which is the Healing Garden. That's our center hub. And then we have this catalog over here, which is our website. And this is www.annashealinggarden.com. Or I'm sorry, .org. Anna's healinggarden.org. This is our catalog. The whole website's our catalog. You can make purchases here. You can sign up for classes here. You can get news feeds here. You can subscribe. There's a whole lot of yummy things here. It's a great place to go. This map is going to be there, only it's going to be like prettier. And I have to figure out how to put hyperlinks all over this, which I don't know how to do that, which is why I'm doing it the old-fashioned way. So we have a cat. Hello, Midnight. Oh, so I am of the religious belief that if the cat decides, the cat chooses, and you cannot move the cat. You have to wait for the cat to move. Watch the cat decide to sit on the map, because that is what I might be manifesting this shit. Midnight, Mummy's working. Go away. Okay, now we're gonna help the cat. Okay, this has been brought to you by Fuzz Pants. Now. So we have Facebook page, the Healing Garden, we have the catalog, which is the website, and then we have our classrooms, which are our Facebook groups, okay? And some of them are on tier 1, some of them are on tier 2. It depends, and as you make purchases, then you basically gain access to the Facebook group. If it's a free group like Shadow Work 101, then it's open to the public and you can just walk in and start taking whatever you need out of there. So after the classroom ends, the entire group turns into, basically I upload all the material onto a single PDF for your convenience. And then after that, it becomes the Q&A troubleshooting group. So you can go through the material anytime in any of these classrooms, and then you can go jump in, post a question, and I'll be able to jump right in and address your particular issues or schedule a one-on-one with you. There's a lot of options. Excuse me. So that's pretty much it. We have a classroom, we have our Facebook hub, and we have our catalog. Now, in addition to this, we also have a club, which is our not so secret club. Okay, and this is where I do light work. So if you are familiar with light work, and or if you want to learn more about light work, if you want to join the army that is the Healing Garden's Light Work Club, this is where you're going to want to do it. I'm going to go ahead and post that shortly with the not so secret club of light work. I have to come up with a really kick-ass name for it. I don't know what it's going to be called yet, but this is today's project. Okay, and every 2 weeks, I launch a new classroom. We basically have a classroom that comes up. Okay, so the next one is going to be on July 10th. And that one is for witches and warlocks. And if you are an empath or an HSP, anyone who wants to learn how to tap into their intuition, This is basically it right here. This is fantastic for healing, for energy healing, for holistic medicine, for anyone who wants to up their game. And if you are familiar with light work, this is going to be like the peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. That's what this is, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. So this is, yeah, this is going to be our next classroom. So that's just our second classroom. And this is a tier 2. This is a tier 2. So, no, I'm sorry, it's a tier 2, tier 3. So it's, yeah, it's a tier 3. So it's basically going to range between the $1,000 and $1,500 range. And if something is on sale, it drops down to a tier 1. So again, if you're looking at something that's within your budget and you can, it's going to include sales as well. It's absolutely user friendly. This is one of the things I absolutely love about the Healing Garden is we're talking really user friendly once you understand the concept, once you understand our business model, and once you understand where you can go for what you need. So whenever you step into the Healing Garden, there's 2 questions you need to ask. The first question is, what is your budget? Okay. And it's okay if you don't have one because we have tier 1. Okay. And if you have a larger budget, great. You can literally cater to any of our tiers. We have 4 tiers. The second question you need to ask, and there's 3 questions because I'm going to sneak another one in here. The second question that you need to ask is, where are you in your healing? Okay. And the reason why I ask this question is because if you are in the victim mindset, then the masterclass is not for you. I cannot emphasize that enough. So that's basically level 1 of your healing. If you are in levels 1 through 5 of your healing, then you are not, you will not have access to my tier 4 work because it's just not going to be effective. It's not going to work and you're not going to get benefits off of it. If you are at level 1 through 5 of your healing, then I recommend, this is tier 1. Tier 1, again, I'm going to remind you, is free. Okay. So the Facebook page, that's tier 1. The classroom, class Shadow Work 101 classroom, this is a tier 1. Okay. And this club is tier 1. My newsletter is tier 1. So you can really structure and get an idea as to what level of the Healing Garden needs to be for you. The last question is a question that I pose everybody who steps foot into the garden. Why haven't you healed before? What was preventing you from starting your healing journey up to now? What has been your delay? So what stops you from healing? Because if you're here to be passive, you're not going to get anything out of this. This is not a passive healing group. This is not a, I'm going to step in, get some inspiration, step out. If you are in level 1 through 5 and you're in that victim stage where you are still being abused, maybe then, yeah, absolutely, come in, be part of tier 1. But what stops you from healing is a huge personal question to ask yourself. And I'm gonna do some tier 1 material so that you can do workshops. And basically, it's going to help you move out of the why are you postponing your healing? What exactly is it you're doing? This is, you know, the more I'm talking about this, the more I'm realizing I'm going to do like a full course on this. So I think this is going to be my next tier 1 course, is going to be what stops you from doing your healing. Why are you putting it off? And this is going to be great for shadow. I'm going to focus this on shy people, wallflowers, and introverts. So that's a huge part of it. Yeah, that's coming up. I'm definitely, like, as I'm saying this to you, I'm like, oh, that's a really good idea. I'm going to do that. So I am going to be doing a course, and this group, I have announcements over on YouTube. That's the other thing, is I also have YouTube, my YouTube channel, and that's also tier 1. Everything on my YouTube is tier 1. And that's a huge source of material for you. So I absolutely strongly recommend you subscribe to my YouTube channel, because that's where I do all of my videos. That's where I do my podcasts. That's where I do all of my free material. Like, YouTube is absolutely tier 1. So it's where you get into the classrooms, where you get into tier 2, tier 3, tier 4. And of course, as you level up, you get a lot more material. You get a lot more options available to you. And this whole garden is basically designed so that it walks you through all the stages of your healing from beginning to end to light work. It's absolutely phenomenal. I love this. I think that's everything I have to say. I'm going to go ahead and now break this down into something a lot prettier, but this is basically an overview map if you are a visual learner and you needed to understand exactly all the things that we offer. So thank you so much for your time, and may the kindest of words always find you.